All right, everybody, welcome back to another On Cycle Reacts. This is our last in our little series. If you're probably not watching them in order because you're just watching them, but we did 4 or 5 of these, 5 of them, I think, of our early season reviews of shows before San Antonio, kind of the way they look and what's going on with them.
Yeah, looking at sort of the top like 7 to 8-ish cores. The ones that we could find good recordings of that we haven't already done, like Boston.
Right, we did Boston early on, so thank you for all that checked us out in the Boston video, and then hope you're enjoying these ones so far. Look at the week leading up to San Antonio to kind of see where stuff, because that's where it starts, right?
Yeah, San Antonio is where it all comes together. Everyone's head to head for the first time.
Yeah.
And you get a real sense, right? You can kind of stop speculating quite as much where all the cards are going to fall.
Because I mean, right now, Crown's been fighting between 3 and 4, maybe 5, depending on how you're looking at it, and they're really close to Phantom right now. And was that Boston and Bluecoats SCV are up in the 3rd category right now. So there's a lot of duking going on right now. And between the
top
shows.
6 is.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, very, very competitive and very brutal.
Yeah, they're pretty tight and they're pretty good shows. So, so we're going to take a look at Crown. It's our last little look at these things, and take a look at it.
And there's another one that we have seen before. We saw Crown, the preview show that Crown themselves put out.
Yes,
which is cool. Super cool. Glad they can do that. One of the benefits of using all classical music basically for your repertoire.
We could just drop everything in there. And but I have not seen the new closer.
I've not seen the new closer either.
I believe
I'm very excited to see it.
This is with the closer. So without further ado.
Yeah, let's see what Crown's got to offer.
The Point of No Return.
The Point of No Return.
Cool show title.
Great aesthetics for the whole show, too.
Yeah.
Really, like, I said this in the uniform review, but, like, sort of maximalist style.
Yeah. It feels
dark.
Like Sleeping Beauty-ish, kind of like at the end of the movie where they're like all the
with the thorns and everything
is kind of coming
Maleficent
through.
And like that kind of that kind of like old like medieval or Baroque sort of like classical era like dark kind of imagery.
Here we go. I love all of this really crazy opening synth stuff that's been going on.
What a uniform.
Yeah, so cool.
It's a cool effect of that member walking in under the drape, like. That's the devil, I guess.
It's just cool.
Low notes. Cool, standing there. them bones.
So
okay, all right.
It's the big chunk. So the opening session, so cool. I said this in the other reacts too. I'm so happy that people are using the backfield horn playing. It sounds so
for a while
good. It
with,
sounds
with Crown
so
too.
Good. It sounds so good. And to give that effect of that I guess it's a guard member that's coming through with that giant cape and like whatever else it is.
Yeah,
whatever
like a phantom just like moving through the whole horn line.
It's so slow. It's methodical. Like it really,
very like ethereal
yes,
kind of a feel.
It's very theateristic.
Theateristic kind
it
of
gives
approach.
It a really great. It just gives it a really great feel. Like it really sets the tone of the entire show. The point of no return. Like you get a chance, a moment, if you will, to kind of really let the mind wander into what's going on, right? And to really like kind of dive into the show in your own mind, I think, a little bit, which is really, really cool.
Yeah. I really dig it. This show so far has a really solid like atmosphere to it.
Yes.
I dig it. I mean, they're finally, it already feels better than last year's, you know, it feels like they returned to the Crown form a little bit, doing something a little darker, you know, it kind of feels like they're giving it like kind of Inferno vibes a little bit, in all the right ways, right? It does not feel derivative. It just feels evocative of that sort of era of design from them.
Well, it's the same general concepts. It's got that deep stuff. I will say the horn line stabs with the spread that they are at is wildly impressive.
Really impressive.
There's that section in there where they're like the tubas are like on the back hash on the 30, and like there's people on the front sideline on the 30. Like that's a lot of spread to be that clean.
Yep.
I think so far the horn line is. Besides Boston, I think the horn line sounds the best of all the chords
I don't know.
listened to.
I'll have to see. I remember after watching the preview, I was like, I'm not sure they're gonna win the out this year. I don't know. I think there's a lot of really good
Crown.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of really good horn lines out there.
There's a lot of very good horn lines, but I just mean cleanliness this early. Right now, they are very clean from just an understanding of like what's being played, what they're asked to do, and then how it's kind of like coming through. It's done very, very well.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see, because there's some more technical moments. Whenever Crown doesn't lots of marching playing so far. Wonderful.
Nice.
The stabs are great.
Yeah.
Cool little like sort of almost holographic effect with the two different sides of the uniforms. Sounds like Crown's finally letting the trumpet players play high again. Nice.
Look, this is a little bit of mud in the trumpet.
That
section
was it.
there.
That was the big part, right? That moving section. There's a disconnect in there.
Yeah, but
And
it's
they
not
pulled it
bad.
together by the end.
Yeah.
That little stab at the end was like super crisp.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Once they stopped and they went, and they started doing
Yep.
that whole section there, then
It locked back
cleaner.
in.
Yeah. But I mean, but it also probably has to do with the fact that they're spread. They're spread 40 yards across the front of the field.
Yeah.
That's tough.
They're marching while they're playing it, which always makes double time harder.
Yeah, correct. It's tough. But the trumpet section sounds really good.
Mm-hmm.
When they get that clean, because they will get it clean.
Yeah.
It sounds great. And
Mm-hmm.
another thing, like I forgot doing a Blue Devils show too. Like shout out to our boy Ethan.
Yep.
Ethan
Zhang on the. I think he's still on Mellow Line.
He is on Mellow
this
Line.
year, yeah.
This is age out year.
Yep. Second year with Crown. Third year marching DCI overall.
Yeah, if you follow the podcast, he was on with his brother, and we talked to him, and his brother's at Bluecoats this year.
Yeah,
so
as a conductor.
I think, yeah.
Not a drum major.
Bluecoats-
Conductor.
Yeah, Bluecoats have conductors. So.
I think they have both. I think it's a distinct position.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Because they have like 17 drum majors.
There's a million of them.
But I think they have conductors in the backfield and like one drum major because the drum major is like the leadership role.
Yeah, I think that's the distinction.
However they break it down. But yeah, so far so good. I'm enjoying it.
I dig it. Yeah. Again, like the right kind of engaging, cool stuff from Crown that I expect.
Yeah.
Right. And a good balance of like, it's not just constantly like, look at our horn line, look at our horn line, look at our horn line. It's like, look at our horn line, do this cool design show, and let the show design speak for itself, and not get muddied down by trying to shove more notes in.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Dude was looking at backing up.
Holy moving.
Yeah, finally. Because for most of the show up until this point, I had a little bit of the same complaint as last year, which is I said multiple times, it felt like last year they were moving at a comfortable 7.5 to 5 the entire show.
Yeah.
It felt a little bit like that at the beginning. I'm glad during the end of that movement, they really, the dual designer finally let them really open up the stride a little bit.
Yeah. I
Right.
agree.
And it fits with the music, right? It's a nice little intense, coming from backfield to front field.
Yeah.
Nice little intense sort of ending statement to that movement.
I will say this is that there's not a lot of jazz walking, jazz running, whatever
Jazz
you wanna
running.
call it, going on in there. There's a lot of toe down technique. People were trudging along there for a while.
Yeah.
So that could be one of the reasons why they're not quite as high in their visual
Probably,
package.
yeah.
Why they're sitting around 4th, 5th right now.
Yeah. I definitely think Crown's lost a little bit of that. Like, I mean, the 10s, they were
Oh my God, they were
just like
they were
they were
machines.
cadets too. Yeah,
They were
right. I mean,
they were
they were
machines.
sorry.
Yeah.
Cadets 2 is dead. They were the rebirth of cadets. Trying to be that again of like just super like crazy drill and technique and really high achievement of it. They've definitely lost that a little bit, I think, in the past few years.
Yeah, well, I think it's the activity is just going in that way a little bit too. So it's,
Yeah.
you kind of have to
But
stay
now,
with the times.
but now everyone else is getting back to hard drill, and it feels like now Crown is falling behind on that front a little bit.
Yeah, I can kind of
Even though
see
they are marching and playing a lot during the
Yes,
show. Which is,
correct.
again, probably another reason why they look a little tired. There is they've been marching and playing a whole lot this show.
Yes, they are. They are moving
Right.
quite a bit. So
Yes.
let's see how they do with the back end.
Yes. See what is probably the ballad here, unless.
Interesting.
All right.
It's a same. Oh, excuse me. Same thing that's happened to me in the Santa Clara show is that it. Can we get?
It takes a little while to get there, and it doesn't. Especially this one. I'm not sure I'm sold on the arrival point.
No, me neither. I think it took too long, and then when it got there, then the arrival point's too long too.
Yeah, it's too long without enough like happening and building.
Yes, it's a
Right.
cool guard moment because the guard is spread almost freaking 80 yards.
Yeah.
you know, and they're and they have this big beautiful moment. Like it's really pretty for the guard, but I think it's almost like they were like purposely like let's really showcase the horn line because that's what the ballad is for the guard and the horn line to really showcase what they can do, and you just didn't get. I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. You know,
Yeah.
like it's the same thing. It was a little bit too long, right? Why? What was the choice there to go? Why is this so long?
Yeah.
Right.
So long. Okay. So long on the same idea. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
'Cause
I agree with
I've
that.
seen some long ballads that work because you
Yeah, no,
move from idea
it's-
to idea.
Yeah. Correct.
Right?
It's not the length of the ballad that I have the problem with. It's
Length
the,
of each like
it's just.
segment of the ballad. Just
Yeah.
like
I always
know.
like you. I probably have to go back and rewatch my own face on it. I'm just like,
yeah, it's kind of
we-
like okay.
can we get to where we're going?
It
Here,
also, again, I don't know if this is a product of our recording or the recording equipment flow,
guys? Oh, it
but
dropped.
the
I think
horn line sounded
weak.
so quiet
Yeah. I
that whole
agree, too.
time. Even their
That-
big impact, I was like,
I was just going to say that too.
come
like,
on, guys.
I'd
Like,
be very curious to see this in person because it feels like maybe I would have a better experience in person.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
definitely. It's hard to
So-
make a judgment call on that exact part yet.
Right. Exactly.
I will say,
agree with that.
there again, this is, I think, the same cameraman that was doing Phantom because he'll just punch in on like 3 members.
It's just like the same thing. I was like, you're going to say something about the cameraman.
Yes.
So,
But I was also, it does give you a quick reveal of like, I just kind of talked about how I don't think Crown's quite held up with the level of movement
Yeah.
demand and the activity.
The ballad was
I
nothing.
think you can, but not that much design wise. I think you can see. I was watching the feet and like the leg definition on those berries, and it was
Not great.
pretty inconsistent.
Yeah, not great.
Pretty
right now.
inconsistent on not
It's early
that
season.
part of stuff.
Well, and that's
yeah,
the thing, right?
I just think
You
I don't know. I feel like the old identity of Crown, they would have never let that
Allow
fly.
yeah. I mean, I agree with that. I do think that there is a version of like, hey guys, when we're moving slow, like, there's zero reason why we shouldn't be
Yeah.
hard flexing.
You're not putting
whatever we're
energy
doing.
into it.
Right,
Just
right.
a little muddied,
So,
you know?
Yeah,
I think definitely ballad so far, probably weakest part of the show.
yeah.
Definitely.
Well, let's see. We still have
But let's
another
see.
2 minutes.
Like, go downhill from here.
Could get worse.
No, I think I'm excited to see what the closer is. Just because they've had so much rest time.
Yeah.
They're probably, hopefully, nice and, you know,
Ready to go.
ready to go. Interesting choreo there.
Sorry for that last little bit there. It's stole it from somebody on that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. What do you mean? That's part of the show.
So. Yeah, it's so look, one,
Definitely a step up in the closer. Cool closer.
yeah, very cool
I dig
closer. It's not done. It can't be done.
Damn, yeah.
There's two things it's missing, or maybe a question is: was that big, really cool set that they set up? Was that the crown?
I think it was.
I don't.
I think it's
so.
supposed to be a messed up crown.
No,
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it's just because it matches all of the props. Like,
Yeah, but I think
that,
it's supposed to look like a weird kind of messed up jester's hat.
see this
crown.
this closer here. This is.
Oh, you think they're gonna
easy,
make a real crown set out of this?
That's an easy. Like, we're not done with the closer right now because Crown's whole thing is putting a new closer in right around Atlanta.
Yeah.
Right. So they have 2-3 weeks till then. 2 weeks. Guess 2.
It does. It feels like it
Yeah.
needs and is going to have another like 30 seconds.
I
or
don't
something
know,
on the end.
15 to 20, maybe 30. Yeah, maybe 30 seconds.
Depending.
But
Yeah.
that's a lot of time. It's already 12
Honestly,
something.
well, that's one of my favorite parts of the 2019 crown is they have this giant impact and they're like, we still got a minute and a half left, baby.
Yeah. The closer, it definitely feels like there's some good moving stuff in there.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
It gets picking up in tempo. And
They bring some energy back.
Yeah,
and I think it is. I think this particular recording, it does for some reason just get quieter.
Yeah.
Because I can tell they're moving air, and we had to bump the sound a little bit.
Yeah. So yeah,
So
I mean,
that gives
that's
me some more hope that the
We're-
ballad was not as weak as it sounded on this recording.
I'm going to be able to see them 5 feet in front of my face at our home show this year. So, because Boston and them are going to be there, I'm very excited to see both of them. And
cool.
and Colts is weird ass, but
Weird
the Yo Gabba
Fraggle
Gabba.
Rock looking, or was it All Real Monsters?
Fraggle Rock. Yeah. So anyway, it's same thing. Like it's good. It's okay. It's better than I think the last few Crown shows.
Definitely. The last couple.
It's more
It's
intriguing.
a step in the right direction.
Yeah, I'm more intrigued.
There's way more moments where I'm locked in and I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
I love what you're doing, and I love and it's effective.
I think because of SCV, I could see this being a 6th place show.
Honestly, yeah, like
Yeah.
wild to think that it would place lower than last year's, but again, I don't think it's the fault of Crown this year and the designers
No.
nearly as
It's
much
just-
as the previous years.
It's just
It's just
everybody
everyone else
is
is really bringing the heat.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly.
I would honestly, it probably feels like it's going to end up 6th place, which is so wild for Crown.
Yeah.
But again, it's just because everyone else is stepping it up, and you have to be pushing if you want to not get booed out of your spot.
Yeah, I think it's I mean, like, here's the thing. Everybody ebbs and flows, right? Like
Yep.
I mean, Crown's only been around since 1990.
Yeah,
They were
right?
a very, very young core compared to all the other cores.
Yeah,
They
a
went,
meteoric kind of rise.
yeah,
right?
they went to
Insane.
their height and they did their thing, and dropping to 6th place.
I know,
It's
still
not
in the
really
top
that-
six.
Yeah, exactly. You're competing against some
Yeah,
very,
absolutely not like a death sentence
very
in the
old,
slightest.
very storied cores. It's not hard to jump back up into the top 3. Look at
Yep.
Phantom is a great example of that. They were sitting in like 10th or 11th place there for
Oh,
a
yeah.
hot minute, and now they're
There were some years where it was like, is Phantom going to make finals?
yeah, exactly. Cavaliers was a good one. They were a very storied core.
Yep.
They spent they're the 3rd most winningest core, fourth most winningest. No, third.
I think third.
Third, yeah, they're third. The third most winningest core in DCI history, and they're sitting in 10th place right now. So and have been like slowly dropping, but you can start to see them start to incline too. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's good. I like the show. It's very engaging.
Cool show,
So,
cool
yeah.
concept.
So, as always, if you enjoyed the stuff, hit like, hit comment, hit all that stuff. Give us a shout out. Go back and look at our other episodes.
Yeah, if
that
you
we
haven't
put out.
already.
Yep, there's a bunch of them there. They're probably all out there waiting for you to go take a look and tell us how you feel and what you think and all those things because we love comments. Throw comments in the comments.
Throw comments in your comments. We'll comment on your comment in the comments,
Yeah,
and then
we'll do
we'll
some more
all have a
comments.
big party.
Exactly, and it'll be great. So,
Yeah.
Until next time, thanks so much for watching, and
Yeah. Off cycle.